welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear
Hi,
evening. The
welcome.
conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This
Hi,
really
hi.
is the place. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. But as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it.
Welcome everyone, guys.
Already through the middle. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Too long and over the line. No way through. Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is he'll try from distance.
Okay, nice.
And no one is overly concerned about that. Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least. Messi!
No.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish. It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter. And he's intervened well there. Messi. And that's a throw-in. Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there. Beckham to take it as usual. Cleared away. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Rafinha.
Welcome, guys.
No, that was never going to make it. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice bit of trickery, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Beckham. He's picked his way through. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Maradona. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well-timed, excellent interception. This is going to be the final action of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. From where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How would you review the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
It couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden,
Shapes to shoot. No, not quite.
look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Who's he going to be aiming for here?
Expect ideally they need. Seems as if he's just had a.
Maradona. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't
Welcome,
let him
guys.
forget that.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he's not getting his way this time. Showing good feet.
Canada clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. 1-0 as we head towards the end.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that was very necessary. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. And the shot! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. So early.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
It's the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. But still, he just read it. The most accurate pass. Whatever he had in mind, that. And Messi!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Haaland. Played back in. And that's well seen too.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi going face to face with his great rival. You won't be happy with that one. Before throw that, picked off with relative ease. Dangerous, but it came to nothing. Maradona. Over to the left. Rafinha. He has found a way through. Rafinha! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafinha is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they'll be.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Beckham demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Great ball, and he's in here. That has been slung wide. He's played him through. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game belts one.
Roberto Carlos. Rafinha. He's found a way through. And he's on a charge. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Beckham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Works it forward. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Maradona.
Welcome guys, welcome
Pretty
everyone
decent
guys.
watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Any strong opinions on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's been a really interesting game. Up chance with a header! No, not the best of headers. Roberto Carlos. Oh, super fine. He's tried one! Messi, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Maradona. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gnabry. Barcelona deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable.
It's Dembele!
Nice.
Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Kimmich. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Shifted upfield. Murillo gets a foot in here. Oh, good looking ball. Van Dijk cuts it out. Lenormand cuts out the pass. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Conte. Finish! Sticks it away! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Decent hit!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And he's managed to get free. Course official showing that there will be 3 minutes to that in time. Oh, that's well spotted. Aims beyond the defence. And the pass is intercepted. And we're done. Decent game of football, that intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match.
Mm.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. Conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the match day noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mbappe, Kante does really well to win the ball there. And Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
He's found a way through. Mbappe, he's cut it out.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter. But with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
Not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious.
There's the hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's put a shake too much on. He's got the shot away! There it is! First blood drawn.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first moment. That's a waste.
Okay,
Another
nice.
example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
A challenge there, uncompromising.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front. And it just, I suppose, to denies the others time and space. Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. That has been cut short. Rodri. Messi. Canada really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. That's good running with the ball. And it's Maradona. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. No way through. Beckham. Schneider. This is the time you need that pace. Roberto Carlos made a search for fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And here's Messi, and here's Mbappe.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he get it?
It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit.
That next goal now is absolutely crucial. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting. Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Well, the idea was a good one.
The execution of it,
Not quite so.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And he was quick to react. Rafinha really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Mbappe. Messi. The less said about that pass, the better. Schneider. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, that was never going to make it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's hoisted clear. Rodri. Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. That's a little off target. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there. The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Cause of mild frustration.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last.
good effort first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
That's going to be a goal kick. He's going to be disappointed
With that. And
Welcome,
that's it.
guys.
A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Mbappe claiming the man.
Welcome, guys.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then. Yamal has it in over. Yamal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hernus gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off. They've scored!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Back into the middle. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vardiol. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Gnabry looks to get on the end of this. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific. Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply... He's got goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Mbappe. Olise. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Maradona. And that was very necessary. You have to expect that from everyone now. Now it's Gnabry. Adams cuts it out. Beckham. Great ball, John! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So that's 2 now without reply. We're looking... Decent hit! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Olise plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's got away. Oh, good determined running there, but not backed by the defence. Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't. No, he's not getting past him there. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Guys.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the action is back on the way. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Adams deals with that comfortably. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Mbappe! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And he is just ripping it up. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Big chance! What? Oh, shooting chance! He scored! Over the hills and far away! Catching them now!
The lightness of step, the
Sharpness of movement, the certainty of
It
finish.
is
Well,
out.
from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Messi. Mbappe.
And you know, Peter, it's great to see Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet. Energetic, fast, strong, a deadly finisher, and his stamina is absolutely exceptional. He just doesn't stop running.
Quite genuine African superstar.
And usually leaves you something to remember.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. That was travelling.
passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he finish?
And
Okay.
he's done it! There is the breakthrough! And that is a cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's been cut out. Well played. Beckham.
Canada really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now, you can see them lose it.
Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Canada clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Oh, time. Excellent interception. Mbappe. Beckham. Mbappe. Shot a goal!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And he was alert to it. And he can clear it away. Roberto Carlos, a true great in every sense of the word. Rafinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Out to the left it goes. And it's Cruyff. Rivaldo touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Rafinha. Well, they've got it again. Rafinha. And here's Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pirlo. Could move up a gear here. Interesting ball. Pirlo. Soft target. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely. Warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just
Welcome
hasn't
everyone,
gelled.
guys.
And we're underway again.
Canada can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times, they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's played him through. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That has been cut short. Over to the left. Eto'o. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. In with the challenge. Platini. Kante does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. That's good play. Oh, he's found support out wide. Thuram gets good distance on it. Maradona.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Looking for the run.
Hey! Great build-up. It all deserved a
Yeah,
better
no
ending.
offside.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Maradona. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish of true class!
cruising. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike. Well, the technique generates the power in that situation. Its power is assured. Any goalkeeper's up against it. So that's two now without reply. Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go grab a third. And he was quick to react. And they win it back again.
And it's there! And they are
Pulling clear here. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you. That's just brilliant counter-attacking football. As soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed. It's all! Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed, engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's onto this. Mbappe. He's got away. Decent hit. Oh, and the keeper up the goal.
it. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So is this the start of a comeback? Squeeze it through. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, taken with style!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for.
Very telling. Chelsea lost themselves into a 3-goal lead. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Beckham. Oh, easy pickings there.
And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and
Welcome,
chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcased game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic.
Now, the game itself. As you can see, we've already started here. And that's not going to reach. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. disappointed with that. They've got to make this nice and quick. He is through here. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us. You refer, of course, to the great...
It is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. David Villa. Stoichkov. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that's been intercepted. Now it's Maradona. He can run onto that. Just too much on that. And he's there to get it away. Roberto Carlos, a player of legendary status. Beckham. Mbappe. And he's there to clear it. And we have our very first corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Rodri. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. To Beckham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lucas Vasquez. Made out to the left flank. Pedri. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's having a go!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Kante gathers from the goal kick. Mbappe. And the finish! Goal!
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yes.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again. So that's two now without reply. Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? And the shot!
And more and more and more. Hot knife through butter. They have
Done it again! Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back
And bit hard.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah. Oh, that's a waste.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a little undercooked. It's a sharp little ball here.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. Cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. That gets things going for the second half. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Costa Curta. Aims beyond the defence. Messi. Ball is over the line.
And that's definitely not his best.
It's beyond special! A worldie and a half!
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And they are right back within touch. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in. Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out. So is this the start of a comeback? Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Mbappe made a good run there. Lucas Vasquez. Kante cuts out the pass. Interesting ball. It could be in here. So there.
It's in! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
What about the pass, Peter? It was
Played so intelligently, and he picked out
the perfect target.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat. So now the difference is 3. Well seen, saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. Nico in acres of space out wide. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And it's Messi. Messi. Bastoni. Mbappe. Absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game. He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show. And the shot!
And yes, it's there!
Fantastic.
Yet another goal in an awesome performance.
They are in complete charge. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Son Heung-min! And the Keeper couldn't hold
It. And he's missed it. And the number on the board is 3. Nice intercept. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe collecting the match ball, and it is his.
your reflection.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's making a real surge on the left. Rafinha going face to face with his great rival. And they've got rid. And smartly reclaimed. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Teo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms...
And he's had a hit!
No.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
De Bruyne actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Maradona. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Canada clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Welcome
They get a
from
throw in. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's heaved it away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
decent clearance. He's having a
Go! And for a moment, time stood still. You lucky boy. You lucky, lucky boy.
Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Gets his head to it. No, he didn't quite meet it right. And he's intervened well there. Beckham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. And he was alert to it. He can get that clear.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high
Okay,
level,
guys.
certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So there was the first half.
Canada really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half.
And while they'll be
He's had a shot! They've
Okay.
scored!
boom, there we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it. Madrid have fired themselves in front. Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. Real chance! Rafinha. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe. And he's there to get it away. Perez. Cristiano Ronaldo. Dribbles it through. Picked out brilliantly. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. That was not done well. Davis unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hernandez wins the duel this time. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he put it away?
It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Nice.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter. Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. And he's felt that, hasn't he? Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Romani getting this one clear. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe!
And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
Yes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing.
Having the composure to score is another. So we have a breakthrough. Got a shot away.
Welcome, guys.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Taken back almost at once. Oh, good looking ball. And it's Beckham. Oh, nicely intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Maradona. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Rafinha! And Beckham!
He
has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Mbappe. I think we're about to see a frenetic. He's going for goal.
Good try. The outcome.
Could so easily have been different. Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range. Beckham. 4 added minutes on the board. Lucas Vasquez. Beckham looking to get on the end of this. And the shot! It's a loose ball.
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy that was.
Welcome, guys.